Hi, this is Sarah Pannell from the Eating Disorders Information Network, and this is an interview with GoTarryn TV.
And hey everybody, welcome to GoTarryn TV. I'm Tarryn the Traveling Trainer, episode 456 out of Atlanta, Georgia. Also from Atlanta, Georgia, side by side, we have the Executive Director of the Eating Disorders Information Network, Ms. Sarah Pannell. Sarah, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Here we are face to face for the very first time, meeting each other one on one. We met each other through somebody that I recently interviewed, again, Asia from the Celebrity Dance Challenge coming up, which is also affiliated with your program. Sarah, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and just what you're doing with the Eating Disorder Information Network, please?
Yeah, as you said, I'm Sarah Pannell. I'm the Executive Director for the Eating Disorders Information Network, or EDIN, as we call it. And I've been with them for about a year now. And EDIN, if you don't know what it is, basically we do prevention and awareness for eating disorders in Atlanta, and really we're the only ones doing it in the state of Georgia, so we kind of cover the whole state too, kind of helping get information out.
That's impressive. Very good. And how about yourself? Where are you from? And are you from Atlanta, Georgia, originally?
Yes, I'm an Atlanta native, but
Okay.
I just moved back here a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago now.
Okay. And you're the executive director with Eden. How did you get hooked up with them?
I got connected to them through Dina Zeckhausen. She is the founder of Eden. She founded Eden back in 1996,
Okay.
so 20 years ago. And when I moved back here, I got connected to her, and she asked me. Our past director was about to have her baby, and so she asked me if I would come on as the director for Eden. I'm also a therapist in private practice, and I work with eating disorders in my practice. And also, I've been in recovery from an eating disorder for about 10 years. So it's something that's really natural to me because it's a passion for me. I've been there. I grew up in Atlanta. I grew up in these schools. And so now it's really cool. It's a great honor to get to be able to be a part of the prevention and awareness work
Oh,
as
very
the director of
nice.
Eden.
That's wonderful. Very good. And we're going to get the website and all that stuff on the screen so that people can have it. But tell us a little bit about some of the upcoming programs. I know, of course, we talked about the Celebrity Dance Challenge. What are some of the things that Eden is involved with right now coming up in Metro Atlanta?
Yeah, so a big part of what Eden does is we do a lot of school outreach. So we'll actually do presentations in schools. So if anyone listening to this has a child in a school, works in a school, and would like someone to come out and do a presentation, we set up presentations. We'll pair a professional, so that can be a therapist like me, it can be a dietitian, a psychiatrist, different professional, and typically we'll pair them with someone who's in recovery from an eating disorder, so they can get the personal story as well. We've done presentations in elementary school, middle schools, high schools, colleges. So we do a ton of different programs, and we gear it to the school. So again, elementary school, it's going to be a lot about positive body image and listening to your body and what does your body need. And then as we get older, we do a little bit more of like the kind of eating disorder awareness. And so we do a lot of school presentations. That's a lot of what we do. We also do them in the community. We got asked last summer to come out and speak to the Pride Committee. We got asked to do a presentation for them. So we'll do presentations in the community, and we gear every presentation to the audience that it's for. So that's a lot of what we do in terms of outreach. In terms of events, we have like two major events we do every year. The Celebrity Dance Challenge, which you've already talked about in the previous show. That's on April 14th. It's at the Buckhead Theater. It's an amazing event. We pair local celebrities with professional dancers. It's a super fun event. It's all about positive body image and positive self-esteem. It's a really fun event. It's a big fundraiser for us as well. And then in the fall, we do Merrick's Walk, which is an awareness walk about eating disorders. It's where we remember people who have lost the battles with eating disorders, but also supporting those who are in recovery and their families. And it's a great event, just a really fun, really positive event. We have speakers who are in recovery that will share their stories during it. and it's just a walk around Chastain Park. We start at Galloway and walk around the park there.
That's great. Excellent. Nice. And I also wanted to mention there was a art gallery, I believe, opening a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago about the body parts. I bring that up because I wanted to say hello to Jim and Patty if they're watching. Their son, actually, I don't know if you know this name, Judson was there as one of the
yeah,
participants. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
if
He was the
Judson's watching.
photographer for the event. He's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Right, exactly. So, what a small world because when he brought up EDIN, and I told his parents because I trained them, I said,
yeah,
"Oh gosh," I said, "I'm about to train Sarah. He must know her." So they were going to ask, and I'm sure he knows you as well. So that's pretty cool.
yeah,
But
he's a member of our junior board actually.
I did not know that till now. Okay, okay. So if he's watching right now, that's interesting. Because yeah, we were just talking about that. Can you tell the folks who weren't involved or didn't know about that what that art gallery was all about?
Yeah, that was part of our Love Your Body month. The entire month of February, Eden does events throughout Atlanta.
Okay.
The last week of February is nationally known as Eating Disorder Awareness Week, but we do an entire month of February that's all these events, all about positive body image, about eating disorder awareness.
Okay.
And that event was called Embodying Love, sorry, Embodying Love.
Uh-huh.
And it was a photo exhibit at Galloway, which Judson took the pictures for
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
did an amazing job. And then there was also afterwards, there was an event where different people had the opportunity to get on stage, kind of express kind of creative ways to kind of express kind of talking about positive body image, positive self-esteem. Sadly, I didn't actually get to go to the event, so I don't know exactly how it went down, but
Okay.
I heard really amazing things about it. Again, it's kind of this was an idea that someone had and they were passionate about it, and then Eden really helped to promote it. So
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
kind of, we have a lot of different people in the community who are involved and are passionate,
Hmm.
and we really try to support and promote the events that they do.
Yeah. No, that's great. And he was showing me, or actually, the parents were showing me there was a Facebook page that had some of the artwork. It looked really amazing, and some of the pictures looked really nice as well. Let me ask you this, because having history as yourself with an eating disorder, what are some of the warning signs that you could say, if anybody's watching and they might have an eating disorder or not know, what are some of the things to look at if they're not aware?
Yeah, I think kind of the first thing is when you see people getting really preoccupied with food, with their body, kind of increasing, where it's really becoming something that's kind of obsessive, that it's
Hmm.
kind of taking up your time, worrying about like, what are you going to eat or not eat? Dieting is oftentimes kind of a gateway into an eating disorder. You'll see people becoming really restrictive in what they eat. And
Hmm.
then sometimes for some, then they'll begin to overeat. They'll eat in secret. Or some people will just restrict, and then you a lot of times see people start to socially withdraw. Again, the key with eating disorders are, even though yes, food and body image are very much a part of it, that
Hmm.
at their root, it's about pain. It's about typically painful emotions, not being able to control things, and it's a way of coping with that. We had know obviously that they have genetic predispositions to this. They're very complicated diseases, but I think sometimes the heart is to remember that while they're dealing with it in terms of food in their body, that it's ultimately about pain and it's about something deeper.
Yeah.
And if they're struggling with it, they need to get help. That's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
part of Eden, is that advocating that people get help. Early intervention is the best outcome for eating disorder treatment. So if people are struggling, we encourage them to reach out to a professional to get help, to tell someone what's going on.
Good, excellent. And I take it that's something that your team at Eden can help anybody out with as well,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
On our
Hmm.
website, there's actually a list of treatment providers in Atlanta.
Oh, cool. Okay.
IADAP is also another organization in Atlanta that helps train professionals that work with eating disorders as well. They're a great resource as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Very nice. And as far as the different types of eating disorders that there are, is there one that comes up as like the most common, frequent, or not necessarily? Are they all evenly, dispersed as far as what you see?
I mean, there's a great I think a lot of people don't talk about it as much, but a very common eating disorder is actually binge eating disorder,
Okay.
which is where people will eat a large amount of food. They often feel very out of control.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, again, that people often think like, oh, it's just I'm overweight and I can't control myself, but
Mm-hmm.
really it is a disorder that needs help to kind of be able to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the other we talk about anorexia. Most people know that when people kind of restrict food and they're unable to keep a healthy body weight, they're significantly below weight. But you also have people with bulimia who may look to be a healthy body size,
Mm-hmm.
but oftentimes, again, they're eating food and then they're finding ways to get rid of it. That can be over exercise or
Yeah.
purging, different things. And so, again, one of the things I always tell people is you can't necessarily see if someone has an eating disorder by looking at them.
You're absolutely right. I can say that as a personal trainer, in my experience, I've had spectrums of both ends. I've had a very, very skinny anorexic client, as well as a morbidly obese client, in several, and all the time, it's always up here. I can tell it's psychological. It's a battle, so yeah, I mean, for sure, I totally agree that they need the professional help. Just hiring someone like a personal trainer is not going to do it. You definitely need that
Yeah.
extra outreach, that extra support. The people I was just talking about a few minutes ago, also, Patty was telling me about a book. I'm not sure if I've got the title correct. It was something about my friend Ed, and she was telling me she was going to see if I think she can get a copy of it, but she had Judson read it as well. I was going to check it out myself. Have you heard of something? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I
Talking about
think
Ed
I
being.
know the books you're talking about. There's a series of them.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
I gotcha. Okay.
but yes, I mean, it's kind of talking about externalizing the eating disorder as this relationship with Ed.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
making sure, kind of, again, it's teaching people that to kind of separate the eating disorder from themselves and that it's a separate thing and that you're battling Ed versus feeling like, oh, this is this bad thing about me. It's realizing that the eating disorder is not you. It is this relationship you have with this eating disorder that
Yeah.
is kind of like an abusive relationship.
Right. I was
So
just gonna say
that's
that.
how it's kind of portrayed in that book. It's a great,
Ah.
been very helpful. I know to a lot of people. I haven't actually read it fully, but I do know
Okay.
the books. I think that's the books you're
It
talking about.
has to be. Well, what you just said, it sounds exactly like the way she was describing it. So I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that has to be it. Okay. Well, how about this, Sarah? Let's ask. Let me ask you this: if people are watching right now and they want to get involved and sponsor, is there a way to donate as well on
Yeah.
the website? They have that available.
So for the Celebrity Dance Challenge, I
Mhm.
think Asia kind of got to this as well, but
Yes.
you can buy tickets to the event. You can
Yes.
go to www.cdc16.eventbrite.com, and that is where you can purchase tickets for the Celebrity Dance Challenge. We have tickets from $25 up to $150.
Okay.
Um, and it's going to be a really great event. We've got some great sponsors coming in. Duraku is going to be serving fresh sushi there. Capital Grill is going to be there. So, like, the VIP tickets are going to get really amazing food. It's going to be a really great event. So again, they're on Eventbrite, www.cdc16.eventbrite.com to buy tickets for the event. You can also support the dancers by voting for them.
Hmm.
And every dollar raised for the dancers is going to go directly towards EDIN and our programs. That website is www.crowdrise.com/celebrity dance challenge is one word. And then you'll find all the different dancers. You can just, and every dollar counts as a vote for them. And again, every dollar that's raised then comes back to EDIN. So those are both ways that you can support Celebrity Dance Challenge. If you want to learn more about EDIN, our website is www.myedin.org. And you can find out more about our school outreach. You can find out more about what we're doing. You can also donate directly to EDIN on the website.
Perfect.
Or you can get involved. Like, we would love to have volunteers. There's a place you can go to share information if you want to get involved and volunteer with us as well.
That's great. And yeah, the website's very informative because everything you were just saying, for anybody watching, you could just go right there, like she said. We're going to have the website link on the screen for anybody, so you can grab a pen and paper just in case, and you could take it down. But I also noticed EDIN has a pretty good social media presence as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, we actually have a girl right now who's interning for us named
Good.
Casey, who is
Yeah.
our social media girl. So she's been really great about getting information out into the social media. We have an Instagram and Facebook and Twitter account.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's perfect. Very, very good. Well, excellent. Let me ask you this, Sarah. A few more questions for you.
Yeah.
What do you find most rewarding about being the executive director and working with Eden?
Um, I mean, again, this is a topic that's really near and dear to my heart. So I
Yeah.
think being able to see people who are struggling get help, being able to talk to, recently I actually got to go back to my old high school and I talked to all the middle school girls there
Oh,
about
cool.
eating disorders. And that
Nice.
was really rewarding just to be able to be back there and to share information about how do we learn to love our bodies? How do we have a positive and healthy relationship with food? And hearing stories from others. I mean, there's a dancer in our Celebrity Dance Challenge this year, and her daughter has been diagnosed with an eating disorder, but really, she credits Eden with helping to save her daughter's life because they came to the event last year, and after that, that was a big part of her beginning to identify that it was an eating disorder, give her the help that she needed, and now she is in the recovery process from an eating disorder.
Oh,
And so
that's wonderful.
that is an
Mm.
incredible story that always just gives me chills just to realize that, I mean, we're helping to save people's life by getting them into treatment. Um, we work on the prevention side to help people not go down this road if it's possible, but also to help those who are struggling to get the treatment early because the earlier people get treatment, the better the outcomes. And the more people that get into treatment, the more people will get better. I mean, sadly, the statistics still are only about 10% of people with eating disorders get treatment.
Oh,
And so
wow.
we are
Oh.
really trying to fight the battle of the fact that when people get into treatment, they can get better. But a
Mm.
lot of times, sadly, people suffer for years on their own without getting treatment.
Wow, that's amazing. That's an interesting statistic. Well,
Yeah.
how about let me ask you this, Sarah? What do you envision for Eden's mission within the next, long term, 3, 5, 10 years from now? What would you like to see happen as Eden grows and connects with more people out there?
I think what I would love to see is again our presence growing in the schools, our presence growing in the community,
Mm-hmm.
being able to do more of this outreach. I think the more, especially the schools, like we have a captive audience when we go to these schools. The students are there.
Yeah.
They tend to respond really well to the presentations, especially getting when they get to hear from the recovery speakers and then paired with a professional. I think that's a real way to we can directly impact a lot of people. I would also love to see, again, we got during Love Your Body Month to do an event at Galloway for the parents. I would love for us to be doing more events for the parents because I think a lot of times the parents don't really know how to talk about some of these issues. So helping parents know how to talk to their kids about these issues, how to be aware, how they're talking about their own bodies. Again, also doing more outreach, again, not just to kids, but across the spectrum. During Love Your Body Month, again, we got to do an event for people in their 40s and above,
Okay.
which is, again, another demographic we haven't reached out to as much. But
Mm.
again, you see people in their 40s who've been struggling with eating disorders for 10, 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to reach out to them and say that there is still hope for recovery. We have a person who's spoken on behalf of us who is in her 70s and
Mm.
is now in recovery after having an eating disorder for 40 something years, I believe.
Wow. Oh,
So it's
wow.
always possible to get help and to heal. So I think trying to hit different demographics, getting to reach out to more people, that's really what we want to do. And again, our
Yeah.
junior board, I haven't mentioned them, but except to say that Judson was a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have high school, like anyone from a high school and above, basically in their 20s,
Uh-huh.
can be on our junior board if they're interested in kind of this messaging and helping to change kind of some of the cultural messages. They've been involved with our social media campaigns. They help volunteer for us. Some of them are in recovery. Some of them are just interested in this. If people are interested in that, they can obviously go to our website. There's information about the junior board there. It's open to anyone, as long as they are in a healthy place themselves and feel like
Mm-hmm.
they can be a part of this community. We would love to have them. And that's like, again, I would love to see grow kind of, it's really empowering to see them reach
Mm-hmm.
out to the community. And again, try to change some of these cultural messages.
Very good, Sarah. Well, again, you all are doing just a wonderful, fantastic job. So Keep up the great work. I'm excited for y'all at the. I'm assuming you're going to be at the Celebrity Dance
I
Challenge.
will indeed.
Are
I
you
will.
go- are you going to be dancing on the floor?
No, I will not be dancing, but I will definitely be enjoying watching all the dances. We've got some really great dancers. It's going to
Yeah.
be really fun.
Certainly, yeah, and again, we've been hyping that, and so we'll make sure to keep plugging that.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, Sarah, again, how can people best contact you if they're watching this blog and they want to reach you directly? What's the best method or way to get in
Yeah,
touch with you directly?
they can reach out through the website. There's avenues to reach out to us there, or they can reach out to me directly. It's Sarah, Sarah, at myedin.org.
Oh,
They can email me
perfect.
directly.
Good. And I'll say this for anybody watching too. Sarah is very accessible. I have to commend you, Sarah, for, I reached out to you and asked you like 3 or 4 different times and kept changing. Here we are, on a Saturday talking, and you were very quick in responding back to me. So I can say you're very responsive and very quick. So thank you so much
Well,
for,
thank you.
yeah, no, seriously, I really, and I'm sorry, I apologize for being crazy. This has
Oh,
been
no.
a
Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate the ability to come and talk. I've never done a video blog before, so this is new for me.
Well, this is perfect again because my goal is to get the awareness out there. I want people to definitely get involved, sponsor, donate, and check your website out as much as possible. So this is great, and hopefully the invitation's continuous. I hope to have you back on, and
Yeah,
this is the first time we've talked. We got to know a little bit more about you, but as we get more programming go, let's definitely have you back on
yeah,
very
definitely. I
soon.
would love that.
Yeah, and maybe we can have you back on post the Celebrity Dance Challenge, see how it went, and just
Yeah,
do kind of a recap of it. That'd be great. So
that'd be great.
wonderful. Okay, well, Sarah, you guys keep up the wonderful, great work that you're doing. Again, you're just all incredible over there at EDIN. And folks watching, as we fade to black, we're going to get the contact information on the screen here, so grab a pen and paper. But Sarah, again, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the events coming up, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, folks, that was Sarah, and here comes her contact information. Okay, everybody, there you have it, the contact information for the Eating Disorders Information Network and Ms. Sarah Pannell, Executive Director of that organization. They're doing a wonderful job, folks, and again, that was the first time we had a representative of their team here on GoTarryn TV. First time ever talking to Sarah Pannell, meeting her in person, face-to-face for the very first time, and truly was an honor and a pleasure. Sarah, if you're watching by chance, please let's have you back on in the very near future and recap and do a follow-up. I think you and your team you're just doing an awesome, amazing job. So please keep up the great work out there and here in the greater Atlanta area. So everyone else out there, hope you enjoyed today's video blog. You heard her. You got the contact information, the links. Please check it out. Make sure you get a chance to donate and go on the website today. And if you live in the Atlanta area and you want to go to the Buckhead Theater, you saw the information for the upcoming Celebrity Dance Challenge. Make sure you check that out as well, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll wrap up today's episode right here on GoTarryn TV, wherever you're watching from. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And also, please do a few more things for me. Please make sure to go to the website link right there at the bottom of the screen, www.gotarryn.tv, and that way you can check out all the video blogs, which are archived right there at that website. If you ever want to continue to get any of the notifications for the upcoming video blogs as they're posted right away, there's 3 best ways you could do that, and here they are. Number 1, you can like GoTarryn on Facebook. Number 2, subscribe to GoTarryn on YouTube. And number 3, follow GoTarryn on Twitter. And that'll keep you connected to yours truly, Tarryn the Traveling Trainer, master of the personal training universe of GoTarryn Personal Training, who tells each and every one of you that it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Thanks so much for watching today's video blog, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.